And check 103, check 103, Jim. I was just talking to myself for 15 minutes, everybody. I guess we should start our morning meeting over, huh? Par for the course. Happy Monday. All right. So, market's not doing anything right now. We're hanging. We have a 15-minute 200 EMA, thanks to Dom. Let's check that out in the ES's. 15-minute 200 EMA is 77.64. So let's put a little order up at 77.65. We'll just raise that up a little bit. And then I want to talk about SpaceX, guys and girls. Morning, Durf. Now, everybody knows we do not give financial advice. Yada, yada, yada. And 77.86 short. Yeah, let's put that out too. I mean, we're working with less than a 3 ATR, so 10-point moves will be good here. Barring any tweets, but let's get that out there. Hit me, baby, one more time. So anyone who was with us last week, and even if you're just following my Twitter, guys and girls, and again, we don't give financial advice. I'll give you guys my Twitter if you're not following us yet. You know, we do swing trading every once in a while. Last week, we posted out. We were watching SpaceX, and they had the lockup coming last week, which everybody freaked out about. But we posted to be long SpaceX, and we got in about $106. I sold the last of it when we hit this 200 EMA. I mean, the 30 EMA, about 130. So a bunch of people in the room caught this, made, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 points on it. If you're following me on Twitter. Again, we don't give financial advice. So I'm looking on the short side now. And we have a big level at 142 in SpaceX. So I put a marker out there, and I want to short the SPCU, which is the little one. If we go to the SPCU, 1255 is the number. That's our 30 EMA. I shorted it at like 12 this morning, but just to have a little marker. So if we get to 1255, I'll start a little swing trade with that. I will take, put it out for everybody who is in our Twitter sphere. All right, what else is going on? Got a couple of orders in the ESs if we spike up or down. Good morning, Gabe. Good morning. Let me just get my orders out in my PA accounts. What do we want? 77.65. We get down there. I got that. Okay. My loneliness is killing me, baby. Let me get this out here. 77.65. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. 77.65. Got a couple of that. Baby. Okay, we'll give that a few minutes. Get to gold. Gold. Okay. Then we got our short side there too. So we got 65, and then we got 63. So two good levels in the ESs if we go in that direction. SPCU level is the 1 hour 200. No, it's on a daily chart, the SPCU, which we were long about $7. So anyone who couldn't afford the big one, we got into this like 720, 730, and it's been up 30%. So 1255 is our 30 EMA on a daily chart. And then we got room to 14, so I don't mind starting at the 12 and change. 1425 is our 9 EMA on a weekly chart. So we'll see if we get there. All right, let's look at gold. And gold's just kind of hanging in the breeze. We got 44.74, 43.74. Yeah, we'll put a little something down there in gold. Gold is always risk on, guys and girls, so take it easy. I recommend trading it for most of us, but we have some sophisticated traders in here who don't mind doing that. So leave a little order out there and it's gold. The FNS cautionary tale. Don't jump into these crazy things. This thing went to $90. Crazy. Let's look for some levels out there. 30 EMA is $30 in this. Where are we? 38. Jimmy crack corn. And I don't care. Did not trade last night. How was the overnight? We get any trades off the opening range breakout last night? All right, cool beans. Again, guys, coming to the end of summertime. We got a couple of weeks left. No news coming out today. Let's see what we got the rest of the week. If there's anything pertinent. Just to take a look. You know, we're subject to tweets at any moment. I have no idea what's going on in the war. Neither does anybody else. Last week was a good week. It's been a good month. It's been a good year. Let's see. Tomorrow we got existing home sales. Wednesday we got core inflation at 8:30, so that's big. CPI at 8:30. Thursday we got PPI. Friday we got retail sales. So again, all these things have been muted because of the what's going on geopolitically in the world. Oil could be setting up for a nice trend trade. Could be a breakout if we get above this pivot point here. Pulled back nicely to the 30 EMA, and we're up 40 cents from there. All the ATRs, guys and girls, are muted this morning, right? Oil's got a 20-cent ATR, so if that moves 50 cents, we can look for a little short. ESs, we're working with less than a 3 ATR right now. So everything is extremely muted. Gold's got a 4 ATR. So it is definitely chill pill time. Relax. Wait for good setups if we get them. And boom, chaka-laka-laka. Anyone got anything they want to talk about? A bunch of you got people in YouTube, you people. I don't mean to say it like that, but a bunch of YouTubers have joined us with the biggest sale that we've ever had. That's going to go on through the end of the summer on our ultimate course. Chakalaka. We appreciate you. Welcome to the family. So if you're not part of our Twitter sphere, get our Twitter, get in there, guys and girls, because we've been posting some pretty good trades lately. Again, we don't give financial advice, yada, 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 but that's in there. So not expecting much out of today. What I was saying is, I wish every day was Friday. I'll last like 5 or 6 Fridays. Coming with like 0 expectations, and they've been some of our best days, right? So let's just treat every day like Friday. And just be patient and disciplined and take a big fat chill pill. Do not get FOMO, guys and girls. It's the last thing you should be doing. So take a chill pill. All right. 8 more points. We take a look into MESs. Boom, chakalaka-laka. So when do people get FOMO, guys and girls? Let's talk about it for a minute. People get FOMO when something is doing something like this, right? It's not down to any of our levels. It's sitting in the middle of everything. You want to try to guess where it's going to go from here. So you just start putting on trades. We don't guess. If it hits one of our levels, we make a trade. If it don't, we do not. Now, that being said, and again, there's not a lot of volume in anything, but you want to go to Ken's 1-minute momentum trade, and you can see, and I'm not doing it because there's not enough volume. Every time we tested this level, right? Tested it once, tested it twice, tested it 3 times, tested it 4 times. That could be a momentum trade to the downside. I don't like that we don't have a lot of volume, but the way we would execute this trade, and I'm not telling anybody to do it because I'm not, is we take the low of this, which is 77, call it 77, 73. And if we can get a little volume and break that, you can get a quick 1, 2, 3 points out of it. But it's just sitting in this stupid little range here. 15-minute chart is 65 also, so we're good. And again, there's just no volume in anything. In the course, where can I find the updated video on how to set up the charts? Maybe I'll send a message over to support. I will get you that link at some point before we leave and post it in. Anyone have that in the trading room? Just the link to set up your charts off the course. Actually, I'm not going to send it to you over there. Send me an email. I'm not going to put that in YouTube because anybody can set up their charts the way we have ours set up. So send me an email. Actually, send Roman an email. I'll tell him to look for it. No. I know it's from you. I'll send it to Roman and we'll get you set up. But it's definitely in the course. We'll get you there. Yeah, so send the email to me. I will forward it to Roman and he will give you the link to that exact part of the course. So I want to show you SpaceX, guys and girls. How great a trade was this? Check this out. See this pivot point? Oh my God. It exactly hit it at 139.60. Again, I'm not staying in this for $4 with a 74 cents ATR, but look at that. 200 EMA is 133.80. How's the spread in this thing? Let's take a look. My loneliness is killing me. That's 15 cents. So let's put a little bit on a 200 just to mess around a little bit. 133.80. Now, just so everybody knows, I got to mark that pre-market. When you see me putting these markers in and stuff like that, okay? In my regular trading account, my other trading account, I'm not telling anybody to do this, but I'm trading bigger size than these little markers that you see here. And in all my PA accounts and eval accounts, I'm always trading the ESs. Always. No matter what the ATR is. Anyone in the room or in YouTube not know what ATR is? Give me a 1.
Morning, Chief.
Morning, Pete. It's all yours. We are absolutely dead. We got a couple of orders out. There's no news coming out today. Unless we get tweeted. I don't know. Market's
Okay, I got you.
Dead.
Good morning. Okay, gotcha. All right. Good morning, everyone. Peter Tuchman here on Sun Wall Street. Hey, welcome to Wall Street Global Trading Academy YouTube channel on a Monday morning. So let's talk about where the market is. I mean, it's kind of a complicated spot, obviously, over the weekend. Even though there's tons of stuff going on around the Gulf of Hormuz and the oil and stuff like that, we're not really engaged to a point where the market understands what to do. And when people are completely confused, they revert to either breaking news, economic data, or earnings. 86% of the S&P has reported and beat earnings and guidance. Amazing. Think about it. The earnings that we get right now are reflecting the earnings from the period that we were in the middle of that war, or whatever you want to call it, a conflict, right? It was a war. I mean, the thing that we have $8 billion worth of bombs has got to be considered a war. Anyway.
It still is, Pete.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anyway,
but I'll say this. I'll just add this to Pete. The market acts spectacular.
Amazing.
With all, and I'm sure Pete was going to get there with everything. I got a daily chart of SPYs up, Pete, if you just want to look at it. But with everything that's going on, it's actually incredible to me that we keep making new highs. Go ahead, Pete.
It is incredible because we've got so many components that are inflationary. Think about it. The price of oil, right, is a big deal. It affects absolutely everything. It affects you, how much you're paying for eggs, how much it takes you to drive to work, all that stuff. And the price of oil has been affected. It's gone from $67.39 at the pre-war price to $120 back and forth. And the inflationary implications of that are huge. All that being said, with a country a couple of countries at war, and all sort of the mismanagement of everything going on, the fact that the market's still trading at record highs, all-time highs, Friday, S&P, ATH, all-time highs. Now, why did it happen on Friday after a pretty wild week? We remember last Tuesday, the president announced that he was not going to wage the biggest war of wars on the world on Tuesday. And so the world sort of took that as, even though we know that that could be a 24-hour promise or a 36-hour promise or just an hour promise until the next tweet comes out. But that day, if you look back on Tuesday, it was a spectacular trend day. We opened at the bottom left and we closed at the upper right. It was a beautiful trend day. Wednesday and Thursday, we opened strong and then we faded into the afternoon as sort of the buyers, no major sell side came in, but the buyers just kind of got tired. And then we had Friday. So then we had jobless claims come out on Thursday. They were more than expected. However, when that number comes out, it's sort of a complicated number. It gets a little muddled because people who have been in the unemployment lines for a while do not, their claims on a regular basis after a certain number of months do not get added into the new claims. And so you don't really get a sense of what's going on economically. However, that number then is confirmed on the next day, which are the payroll numbers. Right? Actually, the unemployment numbers, and the unemployment numbers were soft. Now, the fact is that we are up against the new Federal Reserve chairman, who I was actually fairly impressed with. The only thing that a mainstream marketplace didn't like was he's not going to do what Jay Powell used to do, which was tell everyone what he's going to do in advance. This guy is just going to lay it on you, and you're going to have to deal with it the way it happens. Okay, all that being said, people were fearful. There was a 66% chance that they were going to raise interest rates in the September meeting, based on the fact that the inflation was starting to get sticky. Well, the bottom line is with the jobless claims,
Pete,
very soft.
Pete,
Yes, sir.
let me interrupt you for 1 second. When they came out and said there was a 66% chance that they were going to raise rates, I was screaming from the rooftops that there's no way on God's green earth
But they're going to raise.
They are raising rates. And I'll say this, they ain't raising rates as long as Trump is president. So that's my opinion anyway. There's no way they're going to do that.
I kind of agree with you, David. It makes no sense, but it's what they're going up against. They're trying to pit Jay Powell against the new guy and trying to figure out what's going on. We have been in a interest rate cutting cycle for the last couple of years, at least in an attempted one. Jay Powell was not willing to do that because of where we were economically. Okay, and the bottom line was that was what Mr. Trump kept wanting him to do, was cut rates. Come on, and he went after him for years. The fact that under his presidency, as David just said, that they would even consider, even though you have to realize there's a Chinese wall between them. He's not supposed to have any actual contact with the Federal Reserve chairman, but we know that's not the case. Anyway, so raising rates seemed unreasonable. And the bottom line was with a softer employment number that came out on Friday, meaning that unemployment was actually a little worse than expected. That would mean it would make more sense to cut rates than to raise rates at all. Raising rates would mean that we were in better condition than we thought, and that the economy is strong and robust. Right now, it's not particularly that because of the economic implications of a higher price of oil, which has been going on for a while. Are we off the highs? Absolutely. Do we know what's really going on in the Middle East as far as the war goes? No. The United States attacked Iran, hopefully to take over the Gulf of Hormuz. In fact, before the war, the Gulf of Hormuz was free reign. Anybody went through it as they wished. Now, after we attacked Iran, the Iranians are now policing the Gulf of Hormuz to the fact where on Friday, they banned U.S. and Israeli boats from going through it. The whole thing is a mess. All that being said, the market is still hitting record highs. The Korean market, which had fallen 44% over the last month, is now bouncing back. We obviously have tech is starting to rebound. At the end of the day, I told you 86% of the S&P have beaten. So look, we're coming into, this is summer. It is, and even though we haven't really had that many lackluster summer days in the market because of the war and because of the confrontations and because of the new Fed chair and all that stuff. I mean, we had a wild Fed chair meeting the other day where we rallied while he spoke. The minute he stopped talking, the market fell off a cliff. That was due to some margin call on that big hedge fund that with 40 billion in it, that young schnutz guy did. Anyway, there's so many moving parts in this thing. At the end of the day, we are day traders. Follow David's rules, right? Never turn a winning day into a losing day. Put a stop order on every trade. Have a plan. When you hit your plan, go home. It's a beautiful summer day. Just do that. The job of a day trader, by definition, is to sit on your hands until the setup happens. Price action and technical analysis are the only reasons you should be getting into a trade. FOMO, hype, hope, throwing a dart at a wall are not strategic trading strategies at all, and you will do nothing but get yourself in trouble. as David always says, a day trader should most of the time be bored, right? Because you're waiting for the trade to happen. Do not force a trade no matter what. You can actually be in a trade for all the right reasons, and Mr. Trump tweets something and the market goes down, 70 handles like that. So the market, think about it. We're seeing with the wild moves on the upside and the downside. On the upside, it's irrational enthusiasm. On the downside, this market is not forgiving. We saw last week a number of major companies from Advanced Micro to a number of other names, Meta, come out with really solid earnings and they sold off aggressively. That is a function of it. 6, 7, 8 days into the earnings, the market did nothing but rally in anticipation of good earnings. And then what you have is buy the rumor, sell the news. We saw that back in November with Palantir, 7 days up in a row. Earnings came out, they were stellar. They sold the stock down 9%, as well as the market. And everybody said AI now is a bubble, which is ridiculous. In the old days, that's how Wall Street worked. You would buy the earnings in anticipation of you would buy the stock in anticipation of the earnings. Earnings came out, they were stellar. That's the best it's going to be. Then you sold it and took your profits and moved on to the next trade. Now they think if you sell on solid earnings, that the whole thing is a bunch of baloney. Anyway, hold on to your stops. Be disciplined. Consistent. That's the way you're going to make money. And we're here on Mondays and Fridays. There's really nothing better than to have David and the crew here on a Monday morning trying to navigate all this stuff. Tons of news headlines all weekend long. What's going on in the Middle East and what's going on all over the globe with China, massive typhoon, all that kind of stuff. But it's not right now affecting the market. The biggest stuff is the economic data that's coming out that's going to be the biggest factor, and obviously earnings. So anyway, good luck trading, happy trading, and I'm going to head down to the exchange. I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you, Pete.
Sure.
My loneliness. Okay. All right, guys and girls, we'll give this 65 a couple more minutes. I'm just going to make it 64 for a little bit. As we get closer to the opening, obviously we will cancel our orders and take a chill pill. And just play our opening range breakout. See what happens. With that. Kiss me, baby, won't do. SpaceX. Just missed 130. How come I didn't get 133.80? Because I didn't mark it pre-market. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, if you got 133.80 in SpaceX, if you get 50 cents out of it, it's a good trade. Huh. I guess I didn't have it marked pre-market. But just take a look, guys and girls. We hit the 200 EMA, getting a little bounce. Let's see what we got next in this thing. Go to a different time frame. 133.80. Next 129.30. Yeah, right around 130 is our next levels and all this stuff. Oh, what's that? Yep, we got a bunch of things around 130. So let's put a marker out down there. 130. Okay, but I want everyone to notice, guys and girls, check it out, right? So we hit that 133.80 and it's giving you basically your 50-cent trade already with a 86 RSI, ATR. So just notice the technicals. We hit the 200 EMA and we're bouncing, period. Have I experienced markets like this before, Pete? Yeah, in different, in different conditions when there was other geopolitical stuff going on. Or look, I was here for the crash in 87. Yeah, I've seen this a lot. And, be quite honest with you, it's not really great. Listen, we've had a great week, a great month, a great year. It's been spectacular. Just got to be patient, got to be disciplined. Have we had losing trades because of these tweets and stuff? Absolutely. Have we blown up accounts because of slippage on stop orders? Absolutely. There's nothing we can do about that. We are at the mercy of the market when stuff like that comes out. But generally speaking, it's been great trading. The whole summer's been great. All right, I'm going to fill up my coffee au lait. Everybody take a big fat chill pill. But there's your technical analysis perfectly. Our 200 EMA is our strongest moving average, guys and girls. We call that like the Great Wall of China. The odds are when we hit that after going down, especially going down a lot, we went down $5, that you're going to get a bounce off that level. And that's all we're doing with every trade that we do. We're just trying to put the odds in our favor of the trades working by using our technical analysis. That's it. So you want to try and be in 10% of people who actually figure this out. Follow the rules all the time. Gold moving. Let's take a look. Where are we moving? Up or down? Up. Yeah, all right. 43.97 is our 65 EMA. Again, we're only working with a freaking 4 ATR. So I would look for at least a 10-point move. So where are we coming up from? 89. I mean, maybe you get a quick point or two off 97. Yep, 44.01 is good. Again, I don't like leaving anything out in gold. If it gets close to one of our levels and you want to pop something out, good. Otherwise, don't leave anything out in gold because that is very sensitive to the tweets, gold and oil. So we get close to something, you want to pop a little order out, be my guest. All right, peanut butter coffee time. I'll be back in a couple. Chill pill. All right, ladies and gents, we are sitting in nowhere's land, doing absolutely nothing. So as we get closer to the opening, guys and girls, our tendency is to cancel everything. But we may leave these little orders out in the ESs because we're working with a 3 ATR, and that's a 12-point move in the orders that we have out there. So morning. Yes, Trade of 8 is a futures only platform. We'll see if we're comfortable leaving them out. Again, it's 4 times the ATR, basically, to get there. So SpaceX bounced almost $1 off the 200 EMA now. It actually did bounce $1. 133.80, 134.90. Boom, chaka-laka. So there's your technical analysis. A boom. Nice 50 cents to $1 is a good way to start the day. Where can you trade SpaceX? In your own brokerage account. So I have Interactive Brokers. This is where I make all my trades. And again, everything here is a marker so that my traders know what we're doing. Again, not financial advice. Everybody pushes their own buttons. Yada, yada, yada. So these are basically markers for everybody. Now, when you see me trading the MESs, I'm always trading the ESs. Not because it's an overnight low. Robert's ready for boot camp. Yeah, we got the 24th boot camp starts. It is a pivot point. That's 73.64. Correct. Yeah, I'm cheating by, a point. Because if we move 3 times the ATR, I don't want to miss it by a couple ticks. So yeah. What do I have to do during boot camp? Just show up, Robert. You'll send Roman an email the weekend before we start. He will send you the link. You'll show up on Monday morning and get ready to rock and roll. For those of you who don't know, boot camp is included in our ultimate course, which we have our biggest sale ever on. I'll talk about it for a minute. Okay. So we have our biggest sale we've ever done. We're leaving it through the summer. It's $499. That gives you stocks, options, and futures. Everything. It's like, I don't know, 100 hours long. It also gives you Tuesday and Thursday nights live trading with Scotty from 6:30 to 9:30. It also gives you lifetime mentorship every Thursday night with me and Peter. And it gives you the live 60-hour boot camp. In the boot camp, we go over the entire course live in real time with Scotty, Kevin, and Ken. That is worth twice what the course costs, just that boot camp. So if you're interested, go to WSGTA.com, check it out. We're leaving the sale up through the end of the summer. So, all good. Any experience trading Bitcoin? Yeah, I'll trade Bitcoin. Trade the MBT. Just keep in mind if you're trading Bitcoin, okay? Yeah, guys and girls, if you're coming into the next boot camp, okay, please go through the course as much as you can before you get there. It'll just be more you're prepared, the better off you'll be. But we trade this ATR is 62 points. So, if I'm risking $200 in MBT, I can do 42 contracts with a 47-point stop. But same technicals, guys. We use the same technicals to trade anything. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, study before the boot camp. Does Apex have its own platform to trade on, or can I trade on my own? You can put your own money into Ninja if you want and not go through the evaluation process, if that's what you choose to do. But right now they have the best sale they've ever had at Apex, $19 for our legacy accounts. So it's silly to use your own money. I have a bunch of legacy evaluations and PA accounts that I'm working on. And Apex uses Tradeovate. This is Apex, guys and girls. Tradeovate. Very simple platform to learn. I bought back legacy accounts. Yeah, me too. Legacy is better. Hold on. For a lot of reasons. There are no restrictions on payouts in a legacy account. So you can get unlimited payouts, whereas in some of the new ones, you're limited to 3 payouts, and then you get onto a live environment. Thank you. You only have to make $50 a day for 5 days to start getting paid instead of $250 for 8 days. So if you're opening up new accounts, go with the legacy accounts for as long as they have that set. Period. So I'm thinking, you guys okay with leaving these orders out 3 times the ATR? I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. We'll leave them out for the opening. Will Apex start trading nano contracts? That is a great question. I have no idea. I don't know. You know, we want you guys to trade wherever you're comfortable. Whatever platform you want to use, you use. I use Apex because I got the free hat. Correct. Private. As long as we have levels on a 5-minute chart, we do not have to go any further. Once we don't have anything close on a 5-minute chart, we start changing our time frame and looking for different levels. Now, the 7764, I think it's 125, G. I think the legacy account activation fee is a one-time payment of 125. Pretty sure. So if we switch time frames in ES, we have both this 7764, and I'll show you our other level. I don't remember what time frame it was on. There it is. It's also the 15-minute 200 EM. So we have 2 technicals down there right around 64. Perfect. And it's 3 times the ATR. So take it easy with the MESs on the opening. I want to get to 300,000, no more than 1.5, 3 times 1,000 a day for 20 days, pass the test, because 7 days is very risky. Hi, Rob. You know, whatever floats your boat. Know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat. Options course is coming along. We're going to do a crap load of filming on this Wednesday night. Probably got 2 or 3 more filming sessions, and then we got editing. But this Wednesday, we're putting in a marathon. Try to get as much done as we can this Wednesday. Can you please explain how to read the ATR? Is it different for futures and stocks? No, not different in futures and stocks. So I'll show you. Right now, the ATR in ES is 2 points. That means the last 14 5-minute candlesticks have averaged a 2.5-point move. That is not even conducive to trading, guys and girls. You know, I want at least a 10-point move. That's why we have orders out 4 times the ATR off the opening if we move that far. So, but it's not different for stocks or futures. Let's go to SpaceX. Okay. So look at SpaceX, guys and girls. How beautiful is that 200 EMA? It's almost up $2, right? And it's got an 80-cent ATR. So when I get into a SpaceX trade, my stop order is 80 cents, and I look to make between 50 cents and $1, because that is the ATR. I can't get into a SpaceX with an 80-cent ATR and expect to make $3 on the trade. Can you? Yeah. Am I going to wait? No. I make my trade. You know, I buy 200 shares of SpaceX, I make 60 cents, and I made $120. Next trade. Definitely short SpaceX if it makes a double top. Micron. Yeah, so let's look at the ATR Micron. Right now it's 3 points. Okay. So, ooh, do we still like that 4401 in gold? Let me look in a minute. ATR and Micron is 3 points. So I want at least a 5-point move, double the ATR before I get into a trade. So we're trading at 862. Previous day low is 848. I would be all over that for a trade. 864, this is only a 2-point move. I don't like it, but 871, I'd be all over that for a trade. That is up twice the ATR, 4 times the ATR. So ATR we use to trade both stocks and futures. All right, let's look at gold. Gold. Ah. I know you had 4401. We just got to what? 96. So more often than not, we're going to cancel all our orders on the market open. Yes, it's just not worth the risk. Matter of fact, we're not going to leave anything out now either. If these hit before the market opens, we're in a trade. If not, we take a chill pill. And then we play our opening range breakout. Let's see if we have that set up. Remember to set it up. Orb. By the way, guys and girls, you know, of course, there's one button to set up your charts to look exactly like ours do. And what we have included, guys, is this risk management, which we were selling alone for 200 bucks. This tells you exactly how many contracts I can trade or shares I can trade in any instrument. Right? So let's go to ES, and I built in my $200 risk. That tells me I can basically only trade one contract with a 3-point stop. And I'm risking 200 bucks per trade. Now, if I go to the MESs, I could trade 13 contracts with a 3-point stop. And that's my $200 risk. And this is built in for everything. This alone is worth the price of admission. It's insane. We have tried to give everybody as many tools as we possibly can. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm not going to leave these out in my real trading account, but I am going to leave them out in Apex. If we spike up 10 points, I'm doing a little something. And if we spike down 12 points, I'm doing a little something. Again, I'll leave a marker here of 1 in each of these. My loneliness is killing me, baby. I don't think we're getting gold on the opening, but we'll leave that out. It's down 18 points. Okay. SpaceX, I'm leaving that marker. SpaceX, we got 130 and 142. I don't think we're going to any of those levels. But we'll leave them out for the opening. My loneliness. Be careful with the rain. Love you. All right. I'm gonna fill the old coffee Olay. Make these orders. Gold is good. What else is going on? Let's look at oil. Nothing in oil. Don't care. And we'll concentrate on our ESs. Back in 2x2. For those who purchase the course, do we get lifetime updates? Yes. If anything changes in our course, yes, you will get updated. Absolutely. Yep. Don't forget, and of course, we have about 500 hours of archives. Every Thursday night meeting we've ever had is recorded with people asking questions and questions and questions. So you get a lot of your questions answered if you just go back and look at some of those also. All right, back in 2x2. So I'm leaving these orders out at 74 and 86 in my Apex account. Not leaving them out here. Back in 2 minutes. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. We built this. Anyone have any orders out that we're leaving? Talk to me, Goosies. You want to put out that 64 and 86 small? What's the consensus, guys? Boxing the opening? Yeah, maybe, except this just moved the entire ATR, Jim. You know? Yeah. All right. 77.64. Look, I'm leaving one of these out each for everybody because I'm making the trade. So 77.86. Good morning, Calvin. Oh shit, I just shorted it at the market. Oh my God, now I bought it. What the hell am I doing? $77.86. Boom. Okay. My loneliness. And again, we'll see. You know, if we spike down close to this in the next 2 minutes, we'll cancel it and go lower. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Patience, guys and girls. Patience, patience, patience. Big fat chill pill on the opening. I have 78.50 and 76, 765. All right, good. Yeah, that's fine. We're down with that. Let them open and take a chill pill. Again, there was absolutely no news today, so unless we get tweeted, probably not going to be a lot of action after 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So we'll see. Give me a sign, hit me, baby, one more time. Baby. Below, just for gits and giggles, below 64, we got 53. Still a 7-point move on a 3 ATR, so we'll give it another minute. I'm with you. I'm with you on the singing. Got that right. And when you're setting up stop losses, how can you strategically set one up to give the market enough space to move? Wow, that's all. We teach you all that in the course. But depends on your risk tolerance and all that other stuff. You know, stop is 3 points. So if it smacks down to 64 and goes to 61, I'm out of the trade. And if this don't hit right after the opening, we'll probably cancel and just take a chill pill. And look, you want to be very, very conservative. Don't trade the opening. It's that simple. Personal preference, guys and girls. 57 below. Okay. Thank you, Dom. Let's write that down. 77.57. Obviously, I like the short side better if we spike up 15 points. Hit me, baby, one more time. Apple's down $6. It got downgraded this morning. AMD's down $5. Micron down $13. SanDisk down $7. Nothing. Mixed bag. Tesla went from being up $3 to down $2. No swings in Tesla. We made a couple of bucks on our swing trade in that TSLL. Otherwise, we got nothing. Yeah, that's where we're bidding small, Kelv. 64 if it does it right out of the gate off the opening. I don't see any other stocks moving and shaking that we care about. My loneliness. Now, if you're boxing the opening, you are like 74 and 69, if you so choose. Boom, 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 boom. We're off. Boom, 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 boom. So if you box the opening 74, you made a couple of banana skins already. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if we spec up to 86. $86 on this, Mr. Papadopoulos. We like. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Do it. Do it. Ah, stink on ice. We'll give it this pop. Cancel the buy side for now. Hit me, baby, one more time. Baby, baby. How was I supposed to know? Chill pill, guys. I still like 86 if we're doing on this Nick Papadopoulos. What else is going on? SpaceX coming in a little bit. Cancel that 142. Ah. Want, want, want. All right, what do we like on the buy side, guys? We hit the top of the orb perfectly at 83. Well, we got 64, right? Couldn't get to 86, you piece of dog crap. Bump, bump. Just be patient. Yeah, I mean, 64, we're all over. Oh, let's put it back out anyway. MES. I still like the 86 now too, right? Because we've come down a bunch. Yeah. That is a big opening candle. I mean, we could watch a break at the bottom of the orb now if we kind of just sit down here a little bit in like 5 minutes. But this bar is too big to really be doing much of anything. That's very true and very possible. No, 86 is good. Yeah, we're at 86, Kelf. I got it out. That's previous day high. It's the top of the orb. It's a bunch of stuff. Boom. Get rid of that. That ain't happening. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. All right, we'll change to the 15-minute orb. Day's flying by already. Okay. Clear as day that there's absolutely nothing to do. Baby, how was I supposed to know? I know, mate. I'm not expecting much. I said it this morning when we walked in here. There's no news, nothing geopolitically going on at the moment. We're just dead. It is what it is. Oil, nice trend trade, guys and girls. We pull back in oil. And it could be a breakout at the top of the orb up here. We only got a 25-cent ATR, though. Not running in to do something with a 25 ATR. That means we're limited, guys. If we have a 25-cent ATR, the most we can possibly make on it, or our target would only be like 25 cents. So why bother? It's not worth it. So not much happened over the weekend. Bottom of the orb is 71.25. Now, we want to get in either on a test of the high or a break of the low. So technically, if this breaks like 71, we could get some follow through. The only problem with that is this bar is 3 times the ATR. So the odds aren't as good if we break this that we keep going down, unless we can start going sideways here a little bit. You know, if we start the next 5-minute bar here and we go sideways and then we break it, it's going to be a valid trade. And the top of the orb is good. But technically, a break of 71 is your break at the bottom of the orb. But again, we will just have moved down 5 points to get there. That's more than the ATR. So tough trade right now. Technically, a break of 71 sets up. We're right in the middle of everything. So this next 5-minute bar is starting now. Let's see what happens. Baby, how much I'm supposed to know? All right, why am I singing Britney Spears today? Get built. By the way, guys and girls, everything that we talk about right now is all in all the courses included. Again, like this bar is a little big now if we break the bottom of the orb. You want to be aggressive. You know, our 30 EMA is 77, our 200 EMA is 80, our 65 EMA is 81, and then we got the top of the orb at 86. I'll tell you what I like on the short side, guys, is the 65 EMA. 81, right? Matt, up here. Oh yeah, 83 for sure. Let's lower to 83. And we'll be conservative, but 83 is the top of the order. I like it. It's good. Up 7 points from here. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's 81. I mean, you could probably do 81 and 83 small. My fear is that this is the busiest we're going to be. uh, do you think the legacy accounts will still exist after this promotion? If they're selling enough of them, yes. Absolutely, Pablo. It's their most popular one, so I don't see them getting rid of it. Baby, baby, I was I supposed. All right, I got to come up with a different song that's really crushing me. There's just nothing going on. Where does Micron start getting interesting? 700. Yeah, that. Yeah, I'm with you, Tom. No question about it. And I said lack of tweets and stuff, and we're just going to float around here, not doing much of anything. Oil, great trend, guys. Oil pulls back. Watch for a 9 or a 15 EMA. Someone keep your eye on it. If you so choose. Hmm. Na, 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 na. Baby, kill it up. Kill it up. Baby, give it up. I was out there last week and met a couple that worked for Deutsche Bank. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's go. Spike them up. Give us a little action. Yes, they're 19 bucks at the moment. I think it's you guys tell me, is it 125 activation fee? I think it's 125 activation fee. Yeah. Baby, baby. How was I supposed to know? God, we're in nowhere's land. Wah, wah, wah. Pretty sad, huh, ladies and gents? At the moment. Gold, 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 gold. All right. Broke the bottom of the orb gold. Nobody got that. 74 gold. We like that just in case. Down 12 points. Yeah, big vacation week. Look at this. Everything's 5-6 points. Chop up, chop down, chop up, chop down, chop up, chop down, chop up, chop down. El chop up. No, I do not have a Bloomberg terminal. Again, tough trade, Kel, because we're spiking up and down the entire ATR to hit the bottom of it. So, you know what I mean? So I say no. When we move the entire ATR and then get back to it, the odds aren't great. And you can see when we got down here the first time, no follow through down whatsoever. Yeah. Even with Bloomberg, you know, someone gets the news even before them. Oh, baby, baby. I'm not supposed to know. All right, let's see if we can get a pop up on this pop. Hit me, baby, one more time. Yeah. Just reposting. I'm not sure if you managed to take a look. Maybe a swing in P. Look, P. P is, but Everpure. Wow, it's up $7 today. Let's go to the daily chart. That's getting damn close. Wow. This is day 3, and we're tickling an 80 RSI. I don't know what the catalyst for this is. Let's take a look. I want to check the spread. It's got a 45-cent spread. I don't know. It's getting close. All right, we're ripping up here, guys. Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, I mean, see if there's an ETF for it. I would start a little short. Look at that. We just spiked up to 81. We just missed 83. We spiked down 7 points. Wow. The hell was that? We just went up and down 10 points. I know. Well, do we like 71? Bottom of the orb, or does this look newsy? Normally I would like 71. Guys want to try it on this pop down? Bottom of the orb. We go fast. This pop. Bottom of the orb. Take profits. Take more profits. Boom. 3 points, guys. 4 points. I am out. I am out. All right, chill it out. You didn't fill on ES? Oh, come on. Son of a beeswax. Ah, that stinks. That stinks on ice. It hit the MES. Is that what it was? Yep. Hit the MES, not the ES. All right. Forget it. Next trade. Nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. Next. You did 71.50. Good. All right. We got the 83 out. We spike up. Crazy moves, and I don't know where they're coming from. Damn. These moves are just insane. And there's no rhyme or reason to any of these. But it is what it is. Chill pill. I mean, the 63 fits, the 64 fits again now. I mean, 71 almost fits again now. All right, we'll give 83 this pop up. Um, 83 on this pop. 83 on this pop, otherwise we'll go up. Next spot would be 86, guys and girls. So let's give it this little pop up here. Spike up 5 more points. That's exactly the ATR. But we kind of want it on this pop. Right. So if we don't get 83 in the next 2-3 minutes, we'll give it till 10 o'clock. It's 9:57, 3 minutes. And we go up to 86. I'd like to see it on this pop, guys and gals. Crowd all-time highs for Maria. Okay, now or never 83. Otherwise, we go up to 86. How high do we get, guys? 81. All right, let's chill. 86 on this pop. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Loneliness is killing me. Gold getting close. Let's look. Where are we? 74. All right, let's see if we get it on this pop gold. Keep it small. This pop. Speak now or have forever hold your peace, gold. We give gold 25 seconds, guys. Want it to hit by 10 o'clock or we cancel. And again, gold is always risk on, so be careful. You stink, gold. Really? Kiss my ass. Kiss my butt. I know, we wanted it there. All right, let's see if we get the ESs at 86 on this pop. Gold just went up $5, right? Whack. That's a good question. I don't know why. But if you did 83, guys, just cover. Yeah, I kind of screwed that up. My bad. My bad, guys and girls. It's not like we came close to it before that either. Wah, wah, wah. I stink. Yeah, I got to 84. I screwed it up. I'll give 86 this pop up. Could have got a couple quick points, right? Nah. All right, let's see if we get 86 on this pop. Do it. Guys, we got to get long, right? So let's put out, let's see, 77, middle of the orb and the previous day low. All right, we're doing it. 77 small, down 7 points. And 86 on this pop. 7777. We'll try to get on a trend trade. If we don't get 86, we got like 91. So we're trying to get in a small trend trade now if it pulls down to the 9 and 15 EMA. And we're only giving 86 another couple of seconds here. What a shitty morning. Pardon my language. At least if we got that 83 for 2 points, we'd have a couple of trades under our belt, right? Hit me, baby, one more time. All right, 86 is pop, or we'll cancel on that. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I don't like when it's just going this slow, right? We're not in anything right now. I missed the 83 for 2 points down to 81. And I don't know. You guys crazy about 86 anymore? Probably not, right? Yeah. I'm with you guys. Let's chill. We have a fib at 90. Can anyone confirm or deny? All right, let's do it. Thank you, guys. 77.90. Oh. And we're good on a trend trade on a pullback. Baby, baby, how was I supposed? Oh, someone punched me in the face with that song already. So now we're bidding on the trend, guys. The 9 and the 15 EMA. Pull back to 77. That'll be down 9 points, 2.5, 2 times the ATR. So it's good. Give me a sign. Sandisk up $40. Nice. I mean, we could be looking at the top of the orb here, right? 83.50. Just gave you a point. Point and a half. Do we still like gold, guys? Nah, bounce. Bouncy bounce. Yeah. I like a short and gold, Dom. Give me something. We'll put it out. We like 30 EMA, 85. Nah, that's only a couple points away. Top of the orb, 98. Definitely like. Oh, how about 95? We got our 65 and 200 EMA at 95. That's up 12 points. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. MGC 43. Well, at least we got one trade, guys, and I screwed up one. It is what it is. 95 in gold. Patience, patience, patience. What's oil doing? Never even came close to giving a trend trade in oil. Bye, 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 bye. 91 we like. 90. Hit me, baby, one more time. Just a nothing day. Well, I'd rather be quiet and make a little money than quiet and losing money, right? This is what it is. I guess it's just what I must do. Oh shit, I left something out. No, I left 86.50 out. All right, and now break even. Don't trade mistakes, guys and girls. Ever. Something going on. Baby, baby. How was I supposed to know? All right, let's see if we get 90 on this pop. This Nick Papadopoulos. Probably want to buy the top of the orb now. Do it or forever hold your peace. Nope, no pullbacks. Yes, you can qualify legacy accounts in one day. This pop, guys, or we're going to cancel. Oh, baby, baby. You can kiss ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring it, ring it, ring it. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Yep. Wah, wah. let's adjust all this. Okay, 30 EMA is 81. We definitely like that. Top of the orb is what? 83. Aggressive. Aggressive. 65 EMA, 200 EMA, 15 EMA, all around 81 and 80. That would be down 8 points. All right, we'll go 80 small. Straight down 6.5 points. We're in business. 80, 80, 80. Remember when I told you to short BFLY and you said it was a lottery ticket? I just made 1,000% today. I love it. What was it? BFLY. I mean, buy, not short. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see short. Good for you. That was a great looking chart. But good. Love it. Love it. Loving the elevator. Gorgeous. Yep. 96.25 double top. Let's get it out. Ooh, fib at 93. I'm down with that. Let's do it. Straight up 5 points from here. Boom. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're at like a 70 RSI, so we're not totally overbought yet. Loving an elevator. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Gold, let me look. Yeah, patience is a key in this market. What do we like in gold? I like 98. Gotcha, Pete. Bum, 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 bum. All right, do we need to adjust our buy side here? Where are we? 80? Yeah, 80 is good in everything. Do, do, do. Love in an elevator. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Obviously, we want to get long, guys. If we can get some kind of pullback, guys and girls. It's only a 7-point pullback. It's not unheard of. Go, 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 go. Where we short and gold, guys? 98? Oh, 95. We just missed. About 44.01 in gold. I like that. Everybody like that? You hit 95? Well, if you did, take a little profits. If you get it. I like 44.01. I didn't get hit in, it didn't take me in 95. Would have made a couple of points. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go 44.01. Not much real pullback in the ESs yet. Right back up. All right, do we still like 93, guys? I don't think we can like 93. We got to 90.25. And we only went down to 86. Double top 96. Let's do it. I'm done with that. Boom. $96. Okay. All right, what do we want to do on the buy side, guys? The trend now is 84. That's only down 5 points, though. 82. I don't know. I think I'm comfortable staying at 80. If it hits it, it hits it. Joker. 4 breakout on gold. Let's look. Nah, I would short the top of the orb if it happened fast. But even that's only a 5-point move, which is exactly the ATR. I like we're up here the previous day, whatever the hell that is. Loving an elevator. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we like 80. Love in an elevator. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. His name is your name too. All right, gold. Let's see if we still like gold up here. I don't even like gold now. Cancel this and that. Love in an elevator. Iran news. All right, let's take a chill pill. So far. All right, let's see if we still like our ESs on pull. I still like 80, guys. 81. Let's come up to 81. Couple minutes. Let's see what happens. We got 81 and then we got 77. So 81 on this pop. What are you seeing news, Dave? Ah, bounce right off the 9. Wah, wah, wah. All right. I took 84.90 MA. Nice job. There you go. Boom. Nice, nice, nice. Get rid of this. All right, I'm just going to use the boys' room. We'll hang out for a little bit. Guys and girls, a few more minutes. YouTubers. Again, it is what it is. Wow, look at gold. Good no trade, guys. Yowza. Yowza. Let's see if gold gets to a far from moving average trade. Look for a pullback in gold to get long. Yep, volume is drying up and everything. $7,800 pivot. Let's do it. All right, good. So we'll be 81 and 7,800. And I'm going to fill my coffee. Back in 2x2. Then we'll hang with YouTube for a little bit longer. Dave, I see a decent level on the NVIDIA in the 15 EMA. Let's take a look. Short in NVIDIA. Then we've got my full blessing. And we got a buy side around 219 in NVIDIA. Sir, should I enter this market with the intention of trading or for long-term investment, which would be safer? Long-term investing is always safer. Get yourself a good financial advisor to do that with, especially if you're younger. We have a bunch of people that make a living day trading that are trading with us, and we have a bunch more that are just trying to make a couple of banana skins every day. On average, we have losing trades and we have losing days, but for the most part, people are just trying to make a couple bucks here and there. That's what we do. That's the name of that tune. And again, it's just been horrible today. Today's been horrible. Got one trade, missed a couple of other ones. Coming in elevator. The only thing positive that happened today was I qualified one of my legacy accounts by $4. Uh, 97 short. Is that what we like, Tom? All right. I mean, I'm just going to leave out 7,800. I want to make a coffee. I like 97. That works. Absolutely. Just got an order filled in something. And I have no idea what. Let's see. Did we have 90? What did we have out? 93? Did we have 93 out earlier? I guess so. It's crazy. Yeah, and I had an error, so I just got out of the break. Elevator. You have 96 double top, Kev. Yeah. I have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. And again, we'll hang out with you two for a little while longer. Hopefully we can get another trade set up. Back in 2x2, guys. All right, you can try 96. This pop only. I'll be right back. Peanut butter coffee time. I'm just filling my coffee. I'll be right back, guys and girls. Yeah, we can trade TQQQ. Absolutely. Do a little more size, Maria. Back in 1 minute. All right, everybody. All right, YouTubes. Sorry we didn't get more done today, but it is what it is. Everyone got a little something today, some more than others. So it was, guys. No, I do not play any musical instruments. Charts do remind you of coded music notes, yes. So think about it. Learning how to read music and learning how to read charts are probably very similar, right? That's what it's all about. See everybody on Friday in YouTube. Check out our courses. Boom chakalaka. Join the family. It is what it is. Let's hope that today's the worst day we ever have and tomorrow's a better day. I say peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. That's it. We trade what the market gives us, Dan. 100%. Let's hope today's the worst day we ever have and tomorrow's a better day. I say peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Green Jeans is out of here like Vladimir Overski and Mr. Outski. Private trading room. We're hanging out. We'll take our break in a few minutes. Yes, everybody have a great week.